Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Talk the Rock,
My name is Kristen,
and I'm Ray.
and welcome to episode 4 of our podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about flower agate. So, as you heard in episode 2, we talked about agate and gave like a brief discussion of what agate is, what it's all about, and now we're going to expand on that into specific crystals, and Ray is going to tell us more.
Yeah, so I've mentioned it before. Flower agate is personally one of my favorites, and I think it's just so beautiful, like all the colors that it comes in and what gives it its name, which is the flower-like plumes. Um, so I'll just get into telling you what it is. Oh, she has one there. I'm gonna throw up pics of some crystals as we go.
Yes.
Hopefully they will come up. So I'll share a photo. So the first one I'll start with is a good example of the plumes. Can you see it on the screen there?
Yeah.
So flower agate um, is obviously an agate. That's the other half of the name. Um, But part of it is actually chalcedony or chalcedony, which in the flower agate episode, or the agate episode, I did mention that agate is actually a variety of chalcedony. It's just translucent to semi-translucent. But in flower agate, the plumes are chalcedony. Um, they're not a variety of agate, but the main coloring part is the agate part. So as you can see in this picture, there is the pink and purplish color. That part is the agate, and then those white, light pinky beige orbs is the chalcedony. Um,
I
so
actually didn't know that.
really,
Yeah, I
I
had no
guess it's not
idea.
common knowledge.
Yeah,
So
I thought that this was like all agate in here and that this was just some cool thing that it developed over time.
no. So the reason why that part, the plumes are not an agate is because it's opaque. And flower agate is never opaque. Um that is what a jasper is, and that will cover in the jasper episode, which will be coming soon. Um and the reason why it's not a jasper, um, I actually am not sure, but I'm sure it has to do with the microcrystalline structure of why it's a chalcedony, not a jasper.
This is
Jasper
Jasper.
Jasper is a variety of chalcedony, but this one is not a jasper, the orb part. Um, so flower agate can come in a multiple wide of colors. Um, one of my favorites is the green flower agate. I can throw up a pic if you're not familiar. Um, all these
My
pictures are taken by Kristen.
my favorite agate is the gray flower agate.
Yeah, the
Um
gray black. I will also throw up a pic too when I get to that. Um, do you see the picture there?
yeah, that's green flower agate, and
Yep.
that was one of my favorite of the green flower agate towers.
Yes. And actually, I believe all the pictures that I'm sharing, these are still available on our website. Um, just in case you're like, oh no, I really like this one. I hope it's there.
It
Eventually, it
is.
might not be, but right
Yeah.
now, at the time of recording, it's there. So
Yes.
in this one, you can see it has like a sea green color, and then it also has that transparent, um, like black gray color. The green color in the agate actually comes from, I think, chlorite. which is a green mineral, which gives a lot of green crystals and minerals its color.
That's
Besides
interesting.
besides copper, which also gives other crystals its green color, like malachite.
Okay.
Um, Flower agate is actually a more recent discovery. It was only found in 2018, which is now like a couple years ago, which is crazy
Yeah.
to think about, but it's still relatively new. So
Compared to some
far,
crystals found in like the 80s or even
even
earlier.
earlier, yeah,
Yeah, things found in like the 1800s, and they're like, "What's this?"
yeah. They're like, oh, this is a nice rock,
Yeah.
and yet it's over 100 years old now. Oh my
Hmm.
gosh. 2018 was like what?
5
Uh
years ago?
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Wow.
So it's been on the market for probably less than 5 years because they have to do all the mining, processing, and then shipping it out and stuff like that. So it hasn't been on the market too long. Um,
But you
and so
see
far,
so much of it, like it's
yes,
everywhere.
that's because it's become so popular because um, it's so unique. Um, Besides like ocean jasper or sea jasper, there's not too many crystals that have orbs and plumes like that. So people are like, this is really interesting and they want to buy it. And especially since it comes in so many colors, people are
Yeah.
like, wow, this is so cool.
Yeah.
So far, it's only been found in Madagascar, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe someday there'll be another variety.
I
That'd
don't
be
doubt it,
cool.
honestly. Like they find amethyst all over the world. So like I'm sure
Yeah,
they're gonna find flower agate in more places.
maybe.
Maybe Brazil.
I
That's
don't
where
know.
that's where I would assume they'd find it just because Brazil has so many crystals that we love that are
Yeah,
so
that's true.
popular and has that anyway.
But there are some crystals that only come from a specific location. But of
Yeah.
course, we also haven't explored that much of the earth. Like, we've only done like what, 5% of the ocean? Who
Yeah.
knows what's down there? Who knows what's beneath the seabed?
Yeah.
Like, Larmar only comes from we had this problem last time. The
Dominican.
Dominican Republic, yeah. And maybe someday we'll find that also as well. But like, imagine all the crystals out there that have yet to be found.
It's
It's
cool.
crazy.
So what other colors does flower agate come in?
It also comes in the black and gray. I'll pop a picture up.
Like this one?
There we go. Can you see it?
Yes.
I picked this picture specifically. It's still up, but I think we have a few other ones. But if you look at the bottom of the crystal, you can really see. I don't know if you can see me zoom in.
Yeah.
You can really see how dark it is.
Yeah.
Um, and then at the top, it is a bit lighter, but that's why it's called black. I'm not entirely sure what gives the tower this color
Like
for the
gray. It's
black.
just like a gray agate.
Yeah, it's you can see pretty well that it is semi-transparent, which is um a big like given that it's an agate instead of like anything else like a jasper because it's not solid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see those marvelous plumes on the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why they are called plumes is because a plume is usually used to describe something that is like fluffy and soft and feathery in appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so those plumes look very soft. So that's why they gave them that name. And they also kind of look like flower petals. So that's why they called it a flower agate, because it's an agate with petals on it.
Yeah.
I've also been asked what's the difference between plumes and like moss or dendritic inclusions.
Yeah.
Well, moss is when you we'll go over moss I get in another episode and I'll show pics of those, but moss has kind of like these veins or root looks on them, um kind of like branching out. You don't see that on flower agate unless you had like a moss and flower agate combination. So that's like the main difference is the shape. Flower agate is round and soft and fluffy, and moss agate is more branchy and earthy.
Yeah.
And then for dendrites, it's also kind of the same thing. Dendrites kind of look like little roots, and they're usually black in color, um, which is the opposite of the plumes in the flower agate, which are usually white, light beige, or pink.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
I actually can't think of much. You really covered things very well,
Thank
honestly.
you.
Yes.
I tried my best.
Was that all the notes that you had?
Yes. Oh, I can also throw up another picture of a variety I forgot to mention, which is actually one of my favorite. Let me see. I actually have three more pictures. Here is carnelian flower agate. Carnelian is an agate, and that's why you can find it with the flower agate. And here it's you don't see the plumes as much on this side. You can kind of see them there, but plumes are also kind of like feathers, as I mentioned. So you can
Mm-hmm.
see they have kind of the feathery white on there. Plumes can also be used kind of like clouds or like smoke. So it's still appropriate for this tower to be called the flower agate because of um, the chalcedony inclusions that you can see on here.
Yeah.
I really like um the carnelian. It looks so pretty. Um, I'm not usually the biggest fan of just plain carnelian, that solid red orange color. But when it's with something else like flower agate, it's so beautiful. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a fan of the color combinations, like the red with the pink and white.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Definitely one of my favorites. I'll
So,
also throw. Oh, go
oh,
ahead.
how exactly, like, when flower agate is formed, how does that happen? Like, how does that, how did that happen?
I,
Like,
I actually didn't see any information on that when I was looking it up. I think because it's so new, there's not a lot of information on the formation.
oh,
So I imagine that when it is forming, the the same way that agate forms, I don't have the notes for that here. I don't My brain is not working there, but oh
mhm,
yes, agate forms when silica is going through volcanic rocks and like sedimentary rocks and igneous rocks. So um probably when it is forming, the chalcedony will turn into agate, or their silica. It'll crystallize, and then there's probably pockets inside that crystallize and stay in those plumes. So, or like I'm not sure what it looks like when you have a huge chunk before you cut into it, if it's like balls or like lines of the plumes, like the like on there. I don't know what it looks like from the inside. Obviously, I don't think anybody would, but I imagine that when it forms, uh there's pockets inside the agate that crystallize into the chalcedony, and because of the inclusions, when it's forming, um it doesn't have like those um like I'm trying to think of the words. So when the green flower agate is formed, it has the chlorite. So the chalcedony wouldn't have any um like impurities to make it a different color. So when it's deposited in those crevices in the agate, it doesn't change too much, I guess. I'm trying to like really think about it.
Well, even just if when I look at this gray flower agate tower, I kind of see what you mean, because
Yeah.
this plume right here, it's in like a druzy pocket here. So you can
Hmm.
see like on the other side, it's not agate there. It looks like a chalcedony, right? So
Yeah.
you can tell that it was inside a pocket and it didn't fully form out into the to meet the agate to be what we see as like that flat, like it's formed together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It also
So
like feels different when you're touching it. Like I can feel this like smooth, and then it feels a little bit different when I'm touching the agate.
the chalcedony inclusions.
That yeah, that's what I meant. And also like randomly in some of them you'll see like here there's a little dot where there would have been like an air bubble or something that it was forming in.
So I think that the agate would have formed first, and then there's like pockets where the chalcedony came in and then crystallized
And
into
was
the agate.
yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, but I didn't find any information on that. I only saw like talking about where it came from,
Mhm.
um, you know, what gives it its name and stuff like that. There's also two more pictures I have to throw up.
So while you do that, I'll talk a little bit about the metaphysical side. So they say that flower agate is really good for your heart chakra. It aligns with Aquarius, Taurus, Geminis, Libras, and Cancers. As for the healing properties, um, flower agate is really good for your compassion and nurturing side, for generosity, providing a sense of justice when things feel like they're just too much, and things aren't going right. Like it can help you find the justice that you're looking for in whatever situation you're in. It also helps you with your decision making. If you're really struggling with making a decision, maybe just like hold your flower agate and think about what big life decision you're having, and then it'll help bring the answer that you're looking for forward to you. It also helps with your emotional um, flexibility. So whatever is happening in your head, if you're really struggling mentally, it can help with your mental health, to make you feel um, just to help make you overall feel better. And it helps bring empathy for you and inspiration. So if you're working on something, you need to make a decision. You need some inspiration. Flower agate's really good for that. You don't even have to touch it. Like, you look at flower agate and you feel inspired because it's just so beautiful. But those are just a few notes that I had about what flower agate is all about. I know that there's a lot more to it. Flower agate is just really good for your heart overall. As I said, it's part of the heart chakra, so anything that's involved love and nurturing behaviors and compassion, that's really what flower agate's all about.
The reason why I'm probably so attracted to flower agate is because in the last couple of years I've had to make some really, really tough life decisions. Like, for example, in 2021, I went through a major breakup with um my partner who I thought was going to be my soulmate. And then at the end of that year, I got into crystals, and immediately I was like, flower agate, heck yeah, that's my favorite. And ever since then, I'm like, yeah, this is the crystal for me.
It is beautiful. It is. I wasn't like I'm not a huge fan of flower agate in general, but when I found like this black flower agate tower, I was like, that is mine. Like, I love it. I look at it a lot. And like this palm stone that I have, it's black flower agate because I mean, obviously that's what my preferred is, but I do have some of the pink amethyst flower agate, like in a cube and a sphere, which are small, so they're hard to see on the webcam.
I don't
Um,
know if you can see them. Can I have the pick up? So let me.
yeah, so that was blue flower agate that you were showing on the screen.
Yep.
Blue flower agate was recently discovered. I think it was just last year, if I'm correct. Um,
Um, I'm not entirely sure because
I know it's new on the market this year. Like, that's when I just started seeing it, maybe February or January. I just started seeing blue flower agate popping up.
I'm not entirely sure if it actually is even considered a flower agate. You can see that it has these inclusions on it, but they're not as soft and fluffy as what you see in flower agate. And you can see they kind of have like a sugary texture to them when you look at it. So,
Yeah,
it's something I have to look into, but right now there's not that much information because, as you said, it is new.
yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how new it is, but it is new to us, um, and it is newer, like in the
I know
last year
just
or two.
based on like conversations I've had with other crystal sellers, some people have never heard of it before. A lot of our customers have never seen it before until it hit our shop. I never heard of it before until one of our sellers showed it to me, and I was like, "What is that?" They're like, "Oh, it's blue flower agate," and I was like, uh what? Like, it broke my brain a little bit. But I agree, like, it looks really different than normal flower agate does, but I feel like part of that is because that one, the towers we got are a lower quality of the flower agate. It also isn't polished. So like most crystals, if you see, they have like a shine to them. Those ones don't. They're more of a matte, so they didn't do that like final polish on them to give them like the shininess. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
like this is aragonite and it's not shiny at all because they didn't do the polishing, because what's the point? It's aragonite. But I feel like even if you look at like this raw piece of crystal here, Lorelai's showing a piece.
I'm showing like the shine you can see on it.
Yeah, That
So
is
it's
really
well
pretty. I've never
polished.
seen that one.
This one I pretty much got and was like, I'm hiding this.
Yeah.
I claim this one for myself.
Is that quartz or
Um,
pink amethyst?
it is actually amethyst. I wish I could show better. It's a bit dark in here. I don't think I can turn my flash on, but it's
No.
amethyst in flower agate, which I've never seen a palm stone or anything like this before. It
Yeah.
has a hole.
There's a hole.
Yeah.
So, what? So we touched on it like a little bit. We didn't really talk about it, but what can flower agate be found in inclusions? Like we talked about pink amethyst being found with flower agate, but is there anything else?
Carnelian. I don't have anything
Given.
else. Oh, I have some carnelian right here. This one's a really dark, as you can see, but carnelian comes in all kinds of colors. Like, I guess shades is more appropriate from like
Yeah. Orange to red.
red, orange, brown.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also the green, which has the chlorite. I'm not sure what gives the other colors their color, like what gives black its color, or the blue. Not even sure if that blue is um an, a flower agate. I have a whole pile of flower agate right here. This is like my little collection. I have a
Mm-hmm.
flower agate flower, two
Yeah,
of
I
them
have a
actually.
couple like carvings in flower agate. Um, I just don't want to go take them down. But in terms of what we have a lot of different flower agates available on our shop, lunarihome.com. If that's something that you're interested in, I know it's one of our more popular items. Something just fell over there. But definitely we have a lot. There's carvings, towers, spheres, palms. I don't know. Do we have free forms? Do we have any palm stones left?
I don't remember, but I'm trying
I
to
don't think
show
so.
um an example of, I wish my camera would focus better, but this is actually a flower agate with moss agate. I wish you could see it better. But yeah.
So pink amethyst, do you want to like we're told that it's only found in Argentina. So why is it found how is it found in Madagascar with
I
amethyst like with the
I've
flower agate?
I've actually asked a YouTuber, or not a YouTuber, a TikToker who knows about crystals, and she never responded. She like completely ignored my message. She's like, yeah,
Right.
I'm not gonna get into that. But Madagascar does have a lot of amethyst, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did have pink
Yeah.
amethyst. And like amethyst comes in a variety of shades.
Yeah.
Um like we found a tiny piece of like a pinkish amethyst when we were in Thunder Bay. Do you remember that? Like
Yeah.
it was like all like white quartz, and then on the tip it was pink.
Yeah. There we did get some amethyst that was more on the pink side when we went mining,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty cool. And like the black amethyst. So maybe that's like in general because there is Madagascar amethyst. So if you're looking at like agate, there's like the pink flower agate, right? So it's probably just from the proximity of the pink flower agate and the amethyst, Thunder Bay amethyst, or not Thunder Bay, the amethyst,
Madagascar.
the Madagascar amethyst, just like coming together.
Yeah. Like in this picture, you can see this is a Madagascar flower agate that has quartz and some of that pink amethyst. You can especially see it on the right side. You can see that pinky, yeah, not yellow, red, that pinky red
Yeah,
amethyst. And then at the bottom, you can see some of that purple amethyst as well.
yeah. This is a nice tower. I don't know why we still have it in our shop, to be honest.
I'm not sure either. Um, Maybe it's just the price point wasn't as affordable. We did put it on sale, I believe. So
Yeah, so there's a lot of things on sale right now.
yes, I even created a super sale on the website.
Oh, a super sale.
Yeah, because there's some items I want to get rid of.
All right, well, we should probably end this episode because Zoom is telling us that we have to purchase something in order to go any longer.
What?
Yeah, it says we have 8 minutes left.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, do you have any questions regarding flower agate that I can wrap up on?
I feel like you covered my questions already that I did have, other than why is it your favorite?
I don't know. It just calls to me. It's like how Caribbean calcite calls to you. You look at it and you're like, this is mine. I want it. I need it. I gotta have it.
You know, Caribbean calcite, it doesn't like call to me as much as some of the other crystals I've discovered anymore. Isn't that crazy? Like
What's
calcite in
calling
general.
what's calling to you now then?
I'm really into like apophyllite and
Yep.
uh like the morganite and blue lace agate, um K2, surprisingly. Although
Mm-hmm.
it depends on the quality of the K2, but anyway, that's not about me. We'll talk about it more in the episodes that we come up with. I'm also really loving pink crazy lace agate from Indonesia. I've been like obsessed with the ones that we've gotten.
I'm past my pink crazy lace phase. I was
Yeah,
there before you.
I know.
Right now I'm not really sure what I'm really into. I'm really into just raw specimens in general.
Yeah,
Um, I do really want to get some I think it's dioptes or dioptes, that
yeah.
gem green. I really want to get some of that. It's beautiful.
Mm,
But I guess flower agate is also one of my favorites because I do really love like pink and purple.
yeah.
Um, that's my thing. But I also haven't been going crazy for it for
Mm-hmm.
a bit. Because I just really like the raw stuff, and unfortunately, most raw flower agate that I've seen isn't that crazy. Maybe I could get a half polished piece because you can get pieces that are polished on one side and still raw on the other. So maybe I could
Mm,
do that.
yeah,
That'd be cool. Something that you can see those plumes in their natural form.
yeah. All right. Any last notes before we end this episode? Episode number
Four.
4.
I don't think so. Um,
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. I hope that you enjoyed and learned some stuff about flower agate. Um, please make sure to follow us on Instagram and wherever else, Facebook, wherever, at Talk the Rock. And make sure to follow at Lunari Home and at Crystallized Ray. All the links will be in descriptions. And I hope that you have a wonderful day and you stay safe.
make sure you give us a rating because that would really help.
That's true. Give us a rating, and make sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts and on YouTube if that's where you are watching. Hello for those that are watching the visuals. As I understand, most people will just be listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, but we are available on a lot of other platforms. So, hello. um, we decided to do a video this time, so hopefully all goes well for the audio part of our podcast. But yeah, I hope you all stay safe, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.